Today with us, joining this event, we have Ms. Neelie Kroes.
Great to join you via this way. And of course, I regret that I'm not there in person.
What's your experience about co-writing with us in a non-profit way to this guide?
Well, number one, your initiative is highly appreciated and is highly needed. For it's still an issue that is not seen and recognized by everybody, that it's so important. So I highly appreciate your initiative. So when I was asked to deliver a couple of lines, with pleasure.
Looking at enterprises and the C-level suite, how should they deal with thought leadership and awareness against cyber attacks?
Well, it's awareness all over the place, number one. It's also connected with the individual. For if he or she is not willing to realize that it is also close to him or her, then we are already missing a big link, so to say. But in a company, in a government, in a name it, organization, it is absolutely crucial that it's not only by mouth, but that it is also in every acting, in every delivering, taken into account. And that's difficult, no doubt about that. For it is, of course, prestigious to say our company, our government is aware, and no doubt about that. But to be on a daily basis absolutely alert is asking a lot of attention. And then it means that in, of course, also on board level, it should be priority one. For if it's not a guarantee that you are doing your utmost, you are taking big risks.
So as your former position, what you had with the European Commission and also the digital agenda, what's your opinion about privacy with regarding to the GDPR and the NIS directive, and how are other EU countries dealing with this?
Well, number one, let's take the European Union, still 28 members of the family, well, and even if it's 27 in a couple of years, but quite a number, so most of the continent, but not every member of the European family is at the same level. We should be aware of that. And we have the obligation to get them as soon as possible a bit more on the same level as the highly developed countries and businesses and organizations in other parts of Europe. For your weakest point in the chain is always attractive for those criminals. So don't underestimate that it's not because you are in shape, you are latest fashion in this sector, that you are safe. For it's always coming via the weakest points.
What do you expect from the security industry in terms of working together?
Well, 1 + 1 is more than 2. In this case. So cooperation and not only being with the back to each other, but cooperating and finding out what is the best. For at the end of the day, if in successful cooperation there is a better situation of the societal area where we are living in, everybody is a winner.
So you've seen a lot, you've been around for a long time in this business. So what's the lessons learned that you can give to our C-suite about, okay, how should you deal with this kind of big challenges that you have? Because it can be disruptive for your business. If you want to evolve, if you want to create new business, security is something to consider about.
Not only consider, it is a must that it's taken into account. For if your product, if your service is not done in that field, then I can guarantee you then the potential client won't accept that product or service, or won't do what you are asking him or her to do. Having said that, it is again absolutely a must that we take into account that it starts already with the attitude and the knowledge of the citizen. For if you are not educating the citizen from day one on, how can you expect that he or she will do whatever is needed to give also on that platform a guarantee that a lot is to be done?
Okay. Thank you very much for this interview.
It was a pleasure.